So you've never had a boyfriend? Me too. Me too. Hey, 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 hey. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I think it's so stupid. Ooh. Oh, that is a bee. One of the ones that have stingers. Okay. All right. You think I'm a flower. All right. So you've never had a boyfriend or girlfriend. You've never been in a relationship. But so you never had a boyfriend sounds a little bit more cashy, doesn't it? Right? So you never had a boyfriend. Are you smarter than the fifth grader? Okay. Yeah, I've never been in a relationship. I've been in one situationship that lasted for like 2 weeks, but like he refused to call me his girlfriend. So I guess like, you know, if you are a Puritan and the never been in a relationship, I've been in a relationship, but that was like 2 years ago. And like, I've never had a person would stand 10 toes down and like proudly be like, you are my GF. I am your BF or partner. I'm like misgendering myself right now. Partner, whatever. I like being a GF. I've never had that. And, I used to think something was wrong with me on when I've been on dates. The last time I've been on a date, whew, last time I've been on a date. See, I don't even know. But back when I was in my like Tinder era in college, by the way, Tinder is not for love, my dumbass. People just want to sleep with you. Yeah, I didn't know that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let me invite these people over to my dorm. Surely they'll fall in love with me. Idiot. Um, I went on this date with this one like engineering dude, and he was this bee. I'm not a flower. Um, and he was like, so why haven't you been in a relationship before? Like, what's wrong with you? And I just paused because I never really thought to think, oh, there's something wrong with me if I've never been in a relationship before. But I guess at the ripe age of 20, that was the age I was at the time. There is something wrong with you if you've never even. Wow. Okay, girl. All right, girl. Oh, oh, get out. Oh my gosh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my gosh. Get out. Girl. Thank you. What was I saying? Um, oh my gosh. It's right, straight in my pool house. Um, so I was like, yeah, I didn't think there was anything wrong with the fact that I've never been in a relationship. Like, before it was like attributed, okay, we're like 2 years old, like we are literally 12. Like, well, why do I have to be pressured into being in a relationship? But I guess there was something wrong with not having that like fourth grade lover, fourth grader who would hold your hand and like call themselves your boyfriend. I guess I not having that puppy love. There's something wrong with you, apparently. Or not having your high school sweetheart spreading STIs everywhere. Yeah, there's something wrong with you, apparently. Um, so he was like, yeah, what's wrong with you? Why have you never been in a relationship before? And I was like, uh, there's something wrong with me. And then from there, by the way, this man was an engineer. I was a sophomore in college. Tell me why that he hesitated to pay for the tab at a cheap Chinese restaurant, by the way. He was like, I guess I'll pay because you're a student. Never seeing his pale ass again. Ew. Yeah, apparently there's something wrong with you if you've never been in a relationship. That's what they want you to feel. They want you to feel like there's something wrong with you. But I think that's so stupid, right? That's so stupid. Like, what? So you have to have another person in your life to validate whether or not there's something wrong with you or not? What about like the fact that you haven't murdered someone yet, or like the fact that you finished school, or the fact that you have a job, or the fact that you are a decent person, you help your grandma because she's sick, or you hold a girl's hair when she's been throwing up, or you say hi to your neighbors. Like, what about that? No, 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 but there's something wrong with you because you don't let somebody, some dude, some dude in your drawers regularly. I really also hate the rhetoric though that like when people want intimacy and when people want connection, then like they have pity for you and they're like, "Oh, you don't want this." Like, "Oh no, you're so lucky. Like you're so lucky. Don't worry. Like the right person will come. Like the right person will come like when you don't expect it." You see my eye twitching? I hate it when people say that. I hate it when people who are serially in a relationship tell me that. Because I know there's nothing wrong with me. You didn't have to tell me that. There's nothing wrong with you. I know that. Okay. Well, at least now I know that. At least now I know that. But you don't mean to tell me that it's not human to not want to have like another person to hold you, another person to just be your companion. And they're like, no, no, you could have friends. Right. Friends. What is going, bro? Yeah. Okay. Yes. My friend, I'm going to, I'm going to kiss my friends. Like, what? You guys are so, people could be so tone deaf when it comes to these things and so detached and they genuinely just don't understand because they've been in relationships since they were like in kindergarten, so they just don't seem to understand what it's like to not have one person who is like, yeah, you are mine, I want to be with you, I want to hold you, I want every part of you. They don't know what it's like. They don't know what it's like because it does suck. Like at the end of the day there's nothing wrong with you, obviously, and and I mean, it's great to have the room to explore your sense of self, you know? I think it's beautiful that I have all of this space to explore myself, but I can't help but to feel like a little bit of my, no, not even a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. I can't help but to say that part of my development feels a little bit stunted because I've never been in a relationship. And also, part of my development is the fact that I've never been in a relationship. Like, part of my identity that I have cultivated is, yeah, I am a eunuch. I have no hose. Like, I don't know. I feel like because society pedestalizes relationship and society pedestalizes relationships and like makes it known that there's something wrong with you if you've never been in a relationship. You feel a little bit shameful. You feel like you are a leper, you know? You feel like there is something wrong with you. Like, even though you don't, subconsciously you do. Because it's like, why haven't I had that? Like, and I'm not one of those people who are like actively like, oh, I hate all these dudes. Like, I don't want any of them. I don't want a relationship. I'm not going to lie and say that I don't want a relationship. Stop. This, oh my gosh. Stop. Stop. Not again. Like, right in my titties. Right in my titties. I'm going to close this up. Why there? Why there? I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't want a relationship. I'm not seeking a relationship. I'm not seeking connection. I'm not gonna lie. Of course I'm seeking a relationship. Honestly, I think it was worse. I think it's worse now that I started attracting attention because there was an era in my life, like I would say, from like elementary school when I became aware of the sense that people date to like early college, like my sophomore year, when I got zip, zilch, nada attention. I had crushes. I've been boy crazy since I was younger. I had crushes, but zero reciprocation, okay? Then sophomore year, started to get sexual attention. And, I thought that was reciprocal attention. No, it wasn't. But I would argue that getting nothing. Actually, no, this is confusing a little bit because I think I'm neutral about it. Because the thing is, getting nothing was great because it was like, okay, all right, I just don't really get that much attention. And then I started getting attention, but it was more like irrigation. Like it was like drop, drip, drop. And it was just like sexual and like people who just wanted to treat me like I was some mistress. It would be like dudes with girlfriends who would treat me like I'm some kind of like secret that they had. And like, um, or it would be like guys who were afraid to like me or guys who would just like want to hook up with me. And like honestly, like I feel like that was a little bit worse because then I like attributed myself to like being that girl, being the second choice, and like I subconsciously gave myself that identity of being the second choice, and then like now I'm trying to like reconcile with that and like put my feet 10 toes down and be like, no, I want a relationship. Like I want a relationship. Like why is it so crazy to say that I want commitment. I want to be the girlfriend. I don't want to just pretend that we have intimacy for one night or pretend to have intimacy for a week or two with someone. I don't want that. But when you have like ADHD or you have a dopamine deficiency, it feels good for like those 2 seconds, and then you're like, oh, these people do not care if I live or die. You see how much I am so I'm scared. I'm scared. You see how much like these people do not care if I live or die. They just want one thing from me. But on the flip side, I feel like I would not have learned a lot of things about myself if I did not have those like little moments. Like not having your first kiss. Like it's like, okay, there's so much curiosity, and then I realized it was very underwhelming and I hate kissing. People are like, you haven't been with the right person yet. No, I hate kissing. I hate slobbering. I hate the feeling of another person's tongue in my mouth. Like, ew. Ew, that shit's gross. Ugh. But I wouldn't have known that about myself if I didn't have my first kiss. I would have known that like a lot of men don't really care about the other person they're making love to if I didn't lose my virginity. I think it's important to have these experiences, honestly. But on the flip side, it also is like, if you only have those experiences, then it does something to your psyche. It's like, oh, yeah, these people are attracted to me. Yeah, I do get a lot of attention. None of these people want to know me as a person. None of these people even view me as a person. And that shit really, really gets to you, doesn't it? It really, 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 really does get to you. Guys holding their girlfriend's hands and them staring at you, but then their girlfriend having to hold them closer when you walk past. Men with wives texting you, being like, you're texting you and complimenting you. having to leave through the back door. That shit is gross. That's the energy. That's what people want me to stoop down to, and I can't do it anymore, bro. I can't do it. I am a lover girl, and I can't let these people who have been in relationships since 1666 take that away from me. I'm all love. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm so awful because I want someone to like me. I'm such a horrible person because I want another human to give me devotion and commitment. I'm sorry I'm not jaded. I'm sorry that I haven't given up on men or I haven't given up on love. God forbid. But I'm someone who sees the silver lining in everything because I have no choice but to do so. Because if I just wallow in my pity, then I will kill myself. If I just wallow in my pity, I will unalive myself. I don't want to be I don't know if I might be monetized. I don't think it would matter. Um, I'm someone who is radically aware of her depression and of her sadness. I have this profound sadness in me since I was little. And like, I just have to radically be like, nah, dude, you got to see the silver lining in everything or you will end it. And so I see a silver lining in the fact that I've never been in a relationship, and that is developing as a person without having another person to define it. I think that's great. I mean, I'm figuring out what I like and what I don't like. But there is a beauty in also figuring out yourself through other people as well, because we are social creatures. We can't control that, unfortunately. But yeah, I think the silver lining in this all, the silver lining in this all is stop. Do not. Get away. Get away. The silver lining in this all is that there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. And we are developing into such beautiful creatures, aren't we? We're becoming so cool. We are so cool, aren't we? And people in relationships are cool too, but at the very least, we are figuring out ourselves without another person to define it. Copium! But yeah, I mean, it is copium. Like, I'm not gonna be like, here's advice on how to, like, I'm not gonna act like I'm above the program and like act like not being in a relationship for all these years, like, is so awesome and so amazing. Like, it does suck sometimes, but it's great too. Like many things in life, it sucks so much, but it's great too. Like, it's awesome. So yeah, there's no advice here for you at all. I'm just like, stop. I'm just I'm just talking. There's no advice here. No. This shit sucks. I'm just gonna be real. This shit sucks. I'm not gonna pretend it doesn't suck. But develop a sense of self too. Don't wallow in the fact that you've never been in a relationship. Let yourself feel it. Like, let yourself, like, I sometimes have moments where I'm in my bed and I literally hold myself. Oh my god. I hold myself and I just like I have such a wild imagination. I just like imagine my Pookie holding me in bed. Like, bro, I'm body pillow. Like, these are body pillow levels. Like, body pillow level of loneliness. Whatever. That's just a truth I have to live with. Yeah, it sucks. Hello? Many things suck in life. Many things suck in life. You can't change them. I'm not gonna be like, you're gonna find the right person. Like, don't worry, hang in there. Like, no, this shit sucks, bro. But hang in there, I guess. Like, you are cool. You are a great person. And, like, you have a bright future ahead of you. And even if you're like 40 watching this or 70 watching this, you have a bright future ahead of you. It's okay for some things to suck. And it's okay for them to continue to suck for you. It's just about what you do with the lollipop. It's about what flavor of lollipop. It's about what flavor of lollipop you're gonna suck on. I'm gonna end this video.